Just a little bit of walkthrough on what I've been working on here in my what little free time I have in the chaos that is our world, right? We are all looking for different things in life to inspire us. You know, for some people it's a vacation, for other people it's a new guitar, for some people like myself it could be a new car or a good healthy drive, you know. Is hanging out with friends. We're all looking for inspiration. The reason I talk about inspiration is because why do you buy all this stuff? What's all this stuff for? What do you need it for? And to me, it's something to spark an idea, something that can guide you into a place that maybe if you just listen at the tone, your ear and your knowledge of the fretboard can guide you to something musical that you may have not traveled down before. And there's been a lot of really fun hot takes on the internet lately. My buddies Tyler, Joe, and Jared from the No Guitar is Safe podcast, there was a really viral thing that was would Eddie Van Halen do it with the modeler, right? Like, and I know that that's clickbait as hell. Like, it's so clickbaity. It's just rage bait at that point, you know. And the fact of the matter is like when you talk about cool factor, you know, Joe's not talking, and this is what I think, just my opinion on it, I don't think Joe's talking about would Eddie Van Halen be cool or not cool, because it's the same songs and the same playing, and at the moment in time that something came out is really important, right? Because everything in the modeler is copying what was originally done with tube amps, right? And if you look at this diesel over here, this is diesel, this Bogner, your high gain amps. they owe their lineage and their DNA to Edward Van Halen and his wall variac, right? That all comes from him. Eddie Van Halen would have found a way to be Eddie Van Halen no matter what. Now, would it be as cool? I think what Joe means by that is, like, I've been lucky, man. I've got to see Van Halen 4 or 5 times, you know, in my life. I got to see him 5 times. And different lineups, you know, some with Michael, some with Sammy, some with Dave. Yeah, I got to see the DLR stuff. You know, Wolfie, got to see Wolfie too. And there's a cool factor in the fact that the band is throwing air off the stage. And there's, like, the guitars aren't only coming out of the PA. Even in a big room, big arena, you can tell. And I think that's where cool factor comes in. And that's where, you know, is the FM-9 any less cool? No, I don't think it's less cool. I think it's inspirational. Getting all these crazy, wide, huge stereo sounds right here in my studio without having to set up a ton of amps and cabinets and mic them up and all this kind of stuff, right? It's what do you look for inspiration? Stuff that you could tweak and noodle on and dial in. And hopefully when you have banks of presets, they're from a starting point. There's a place there that initiates the conversation, the musical conversation. And then within that conversation, you know, within that conversation, we can have things that do this, right? It's pretty, right? Sorry, no guitar, no cover charge. Thank you. No guitar safe is Jewel Gold. Sorry, that's my bad. And then within this, I can just move things around, put some rotary on it, you know. Really nice, right? A secondary drive. Really nice, right? Sounds nice. And then it's really just up to you to take that inspiration and aim it towards something, you know, versus the way that I think I approached things when I was younger, where I would just be like, what's the tone that makes it sound like the thing? That'll make it good. And it's like, no, man, that's kind of gets the tail wagging the dog. It gets the cart in front of the horse and all that stuff. The tone kind of leads you to where you need to play. Right? It, to me at least. The tone is something that's leading me down the correct direction. Yeah. So once the creative juices start flowing, then it's just up to you to just drive the car, you know. You know? try to play that. Let's try to do some of that. Let's have some fun. I'm aware there's no wah. I don't have one hooked up. That's all we got flanger. Yeah. At least I've got things in a convenient enough space where I can just reach up there and get it. Right? Yeah. Pitch shift, going for like a somewhere between Balance and Zakk Wylde, No More Tears. It sounds pretty killer. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. And then I've got this like fusiony one that's nice. Nice fusion-y kind of sound. It's got that nice pop on it. Okay. So a couple of things that I'm going to do, well, we're in the process of doing and filming and getting prepped for the release. These are going to be available for sale. Yes, there's going to be versions of these for the AM4. Yes, there's going to be versions of these for the Axfix 3. And the reason we're talking about FM-9 today is I'm doing a couple of things that are just global to the FM-9. So basically, if I want to bank up or bank down into different presets and menus, I can go up and down over here, which of course we don't have anything there, but this is ready to go. If I went down, I don't know what's over here. Nothing. Okay, so this is just a batch right here that I've been noodling with. And within the top of the controller, there is the basically you see me doing this and then getting side and opening up a pedal board, and then I can change the rotary or the pitch or the reverb or there's a filter block on here that's a 3.5 decibel boost. So no matter what, I've always got one more amount of volume that I can sling out. And then you're probably wondering why there's no delay as a button on the layout. And that's because the delays are always tied to the mix control of the foot controller. So these will be, encouraged to use expression pedals. Right, let's turn the reverb off. A lot of delay. No delay, right? So that's how that works. The other controller is always volume. Right? Right. And then anywhere in between. And then when I go back to the all green, that basically means we're in like preset mode, and I can go through the couple of presets that I have, the high gain or the fusion. This is kind of like my workhorse. I got a crunch here that's a bit of a middle ground workhorse. And it's simply a Friedman. Sounds nice, a little less. And in the cabinet blocks, there's some neat stuff going on. Pull that high cut down just a little bit to maybe, let's call it 10. Do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. Sounds nice, right? We could probably get away with a little more depth on this. Let's try this. Yeah, probably a little bit more. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, I'd be happy to show the editor. Hang on just a second. Oh, can't find it. Sorry. I'm looking for it. I may not have it set up in this scene in OBS. Sorry. It's probably not the thing I need to be messing with while we're live streaming. But it'll be in the actual video that I do. That's like the pre-made video. Sorry about that. Like OBS is just another layer of things I need to have in all these different things, right? But yeah, so one of the things you're going to notice in the FM-9 patches is that the signal flow will go amp volume pedal. So the volume is after the gain. Right? And then it will go to all of our time-based effects. And then it will go to a break-off. And the break-off will split and go to separate outputs that feed the cabinet. So by that I mean like a power amp in a cabinet. Like one of these. I'm going to feed one of these Seymour Duncan power brick type things. And then it will go to the cabinet. But in general, the front of house is going to have the cabinet on. So it's a nice way to kind of, give the front of house guys what they want to hear while giving your cabinet no cabinet simulation on, like your actual cabinet behind you, which I don't have set up, but I will. Sounds good. But I like this crunch tone. It's one of those kind of tones that's like does all things. I could also and it could also it can do that thing too, right? Probably could do that thing if you need it, right? Yeah, it sounds good. Ray Tyler, sorry if I missed this, but will these be on Patreon? Yeah, the goal is to get them up, the next. I'm proud. The Aspects 3 ones are ready to go. These are almost ready to go. I just need to place them in folders. There's a little bit of time consuming stuff that I'm dealing with 4 devices that I'm trying to have ready for these bundles: the VP4, the AM4, the Aspects 3, and the FM-9. So yeah, just getting things all organized to where they're in an uploadable fashion. But I'd love to answer any questions here on tone building and how I approach this stuff, how I build sounds, especially within the Fractal ecosystem. So let's just open it up to you guys for questions here on the old YouTube live stream. Thanks for hanging out. These patches will be on the store, andywoodmusic.com, as well as transcriptions and tablatures to Rooster and all the other songs that I've done. And that's all at andywoodmusic.com. Live weekly masterclasses on patreon.com. That's where we get together on Zoom every week and talk about guitar and occasionally talk about other things and sports and cars. But in general, it's a lot of guitar talk, a lot of lesson-based stuff, and come to the classes every week with different topics, just what we've been working on that week, and it's really great. So I host that master class, and we have special guests. 2 weeks ago we had Bumblefoot. Last week we had Mark Lettieri. But yeah, it's really great. That's at patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic if you want to take part in those classes. They're super, super fun. And they're cheap. $25 for a month. So it's really cheap, and it's a great way to, get in the community and hang out with us. It's great. So, all right. Let's just check what's going on. Question: do you compose new stuff a bit at a time or in a concentrated downtime period? Do you get great ideas in the middle of the night and then have to go record them? It's a little bit of everything, right? Like, there's no wrong answer there. I've got things that I just save that are living indefinitely on my iPhone where I just have some kind of idea. And then there's things where I sit down to like really structure something out, and that I haven't done that in a minute. I've just been saving things in the phone lately, not trying to get caught up with too much demo stuff. I want to feel inspired, and get in there and get something going instead of just making something for the sake of making something. I want to be inspired and something to feel good. Yeah. No matter what you play through, you always sound like you. Hey, that's a good thing. That's probably the biggest compliment that could be had, you know. Jason is saying, Andy, what was the inspiration for the humbuckers? Of all my guitars, they're the lowest output. Is it because you use higher gain amps that you prefer low output? No, I prefer lower output because I hear more of the hands. And I probably use less gain than people think that I use. This is that crunch tone that I've been playing. When I hit that hard, it's nice and crunchy. It sounds good. Nice and bitey. One more time. Some nice sassy stuff in there. And when I go to those split sounds, the lower output, it just the output feels balanced. So that same sound that I'm using for is this with just the controls of the guitar. And I found that when pickups are too hot, they don't react that way. So that's really the my perspective and why I don't use super hot outputs is I want to feel the guitar interact, you know. How many of those can I get with the AM4? A lot of them. They'll be ready. There's like 27 of them, I think, or 25. Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah, the tone's very nice today. Yeah. Thanks for all the kind words, man. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. I'm just trying to create something that you guys will be into and that you'll like to play on, and some tones that I think you guys will have fun with. It's stuff that I like, stuff that I think sounds good and feels good. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Yeah. And yeah. Thanks for the beer money. Yep. Cheers. Appreciate you guys so much. I'll put that to good use. Was wondering if you remember what the settings were that you had on your overdrive for the Back to Austin EJ tone. Just drop down the treble. Let me see. Let's see if we can bring that up. I think that is living in my FM-9. It's an old one. Is it this? Doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like it. I may not have it in this one. I thought I did. I guess it's not in my FM-9. It's probably in my Axe FX 3. You know. That one's not really that close to it. That's a different kind of thing. So the different kind of thing there too, right? Yeah, so these are just kind of not organized right now. Yeah, none of those are organized. So, yeah, sorry about that. I thought I had it in here, but it's not. What if it's it this one? Yeah, this is it. Try this one. So this is the tube drive 4 knob. The gain is at 1. Bass and treble are off, and the level's at 9, right? This is a little brighter of a guitar than what I made it with, but yeah, this is roughly the idea. I've been spoiled from playing the actual amp, and I need to go back in and readdress some of those. But yeah, that's what those were. This batch right here is really nice, though. Here's a batch that's good. Here's an Aerosmith patch that I did that's really nice. With the octave on. Let's check these, make sure these are all right. So this is nice. This is kind of inspired by the Living on the Edge tones, right? Put a little more of this now. I had this in there for yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the octave thing. Kind of a fun sound. What else was in here that was nice? This is a nice Houses of the Holy thing. All that kind of stuff, right? What else was in it? I thought that was a really fun one too. And then I've got a nice 70s prog Strat. For all the Dave Gilmoreisms. You know, that sounds pretty nice too. Really fun. This is a nice one. Nice stratty kind of thing. This is one of my favorites here. Kind of a Dan Huff inspired tone. And then a little extra drive. That's a nice one. Kind of Huff-esque. Yeah, there's some fun ones in here, you know? There's fun stuff. I like that one. I keep coming back to that patch a lot right there. Okay. Apparently Mancuso only uses 4 sounds. Is it too little? Well, no. I mean, he's only doing his gig, and my gig I only need about 4 sounds too. But when I'm doing other people's material, it requires more sounds. So if you're doing a cover gig, you know, you're going to need a lot more stuff, right? Checking the questions real quick. Jason saying your whammy dive, put it out of tune a little bit. How do you like trim? I love the trim. I just beat it up, you know. I think it's the nature of the guitar. Hadn't been played today, and it's not been, I have not stretched the strings. I'm not warmed up. I'm not warmed up, you know. But it's pretty true right now. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Right, yeah. What do you think of Martin Miller changing his picking technique? Whatever you got to do. You know, I think that whatever feels good for you. I'm just so dialed into my old technique that it feels right. I mean, I feel like that feels good to me. Question: are you using the gearbox with the AM4 VP4, any combination of pedals? Yeah, when I'm using the VP4, I use the Woodshed comp, the gearbox, and I just use the VP4 for time-based stuff. But I do have some presets that I'm going to build, that they're already built. They just need to be organized into folders that are what I call standalone presets, where if you only have a VP4, so one of the blocks will be a drive block type stuff, right? Do you ever run guitar into a full range? No. I use the power block type stuff. I like those other amps to get it into an actual guitar cabinet. It makes it feel right to me. Yeah. Did anyone ever wonder who found that bent guitar that Red Hot Chili Peppers dropped off the back of some convertible in a music video? That's a random question. Incredible. I love it. Sausage Fest. It is, man. That's what we do. We hang out with guitar players, dorks, nerds. And there's just a lot of us that are dudes, right? Johnny, thank you for the kind words. The tones, I feel like, are sounding really good. Andy, what is the name of the Eventide micro pitch you told me to get? I think that's it, is Eventide micro pitch. I think that's the name of it. What monitor speakers am I using? These are Mackeys, HR8s, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the micro pitch is nice. It's really nice on the more these. It's nice. What about I like it for that kind of stuff too, right? It's nice for that. Yeah, just kind of playing. Nice for those kind of things, those kind of parts too. The shimmers. I always call them the shimmery parts. A lot of delay goes a long way too. Maybe like that. Right. I'm terrible at programming drums. I don't even use those, and I wish I was better at it. I'm awful at it. But I'm glad you guys think these sound pretty good. Really stoked to get these out to you. So there's going to be a video I'm going to make tonight, and that'll be that. I guess a little housekeeping here. Let's just say that if you want to be part of the live Zoom masterclass, which is on Wednesday nights, that's the crowd of people that not only help keep the lights on with the studio and what we do here, but more importantly, they get to dictate the kind of sounds that we go chasing. So if they want like a ZZ Top Eliminator sound or something, we just go make it. So if you want to be a part of that crowd, that's at patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. We're going to do our live masterclass tomorrow night, which is going to be great. I'm thinking we do some bluegrass tomorrow night, some chicken picking stuff. I think that'll be fun. So if you want to be a part of that, it's $25 a month, and that gets you access to 4 masterclasses. They are weekly, and you can go back and rewatch those. A lot of fun. Great hangs, good people. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. If you're going to want to buy these or various other items and accoutrements, talking the t-shirts and the swags and the shirts and the hats and all that goodies. More importantly, these tone packs. That's all going to be on AndyWoodMusic.com. Yeah, so super excited to get these done and buttoned up. I've been really kind of working on these for the first quarter of this year to just make sure that things are the way that I like them, the way they sound good, you know. So play the Top Gun theme that used to play back in the day. You know, it's like having that patch right there where I immediately know what to go to and to do. It sounds good. It's like basically I just got this row that I need, which is 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds, and then I can open up the effects of each one if I want. But in general, that's how I like to run it. Now I'm going to be having a lot more patches, like the Aerosmith patch, the ZZ Top Eliminator patch. A lot of those are going to be going up at the same time as these do, so everyone can check it out. But yeah, those will all be at AndyWoodMusic.com with the vinyls and the CDs, and you can see behind me, we've got the vinyl up there, living ever so lovingly behind the orange guitar. It's nice. It's a nice look, and that's on AndyWoodMusic.com too. So, all right, thank you guys very much for hanging. And so okay, hang on, one more question. I asked ChatGPT to make me a patch like Holdsworth from my Ampero, and it killed it. That's really great. That's funny. Amazing. Hi, Andy. Any announcements regarding the lineup for Woodshed Guitar Experience? Yep. And those are going to be happening. We've announced Eric Gales. God, do I do another one today? Do I do a couple? You guys want to know? You guys want to know a couple? All right. You heard it here first, and we're going to be doing more announcements in the official announcement. Here we go. Eric Gales, Martin Miller, John Jorgensen from the Helicasters. That's all I'm gonna give you today. A couple more coming out, but that's two more. So yeah, I'm really excited to have John Jorgensen from the Helicasters. I grew up a mega Jorgensen fan, mega fan of Jorgensen. And to have my buddy Martin come in is going to be amazing. right? So Josh is saying, how would that signal flow work with in-ear monitors? Your in-ears would receive the front of house. So you just wouldn't, that's how that would work. And if you put a microphone on the cabinet, you could get that in your ears as well. So you could actually have 4 tracks of guitar with in-ears with this setup, which is pretty killer. So a lot of cool stuff here in the FM-9. I hope you enjoyed some of the noodling and the just mindless stream of conscious playing. And I'm going to get in here and practice and work a little bit, make some videos. If you want to attend the Woodshed Guitar Experience, that's in August. It's going to be some monster players. Really excited about it this year. Going to be super fun. So Chuck has put the link down there in the bottom. Remember, folks, we're on a mission to buy Chuck a McLaren. He needs something sexy to drive to Woodshed, and I feel like that would be it. So if you want to join in on the Buy Chuck a McLaren fund, all you got to do is go to andywoodmusic.com and buy a t-shirt. That'll help put money towards Chuck McLaren. And I can't wait to make that happen. I'm just going to throw in the keys. It's going to be beautiful. It's a beautiful thing in life. That's what we're fighting for. So with that said, kids, appreciate y'all so much. And we'll see you next week, Tuesdays. And remember, if you want to hang out with us on those live Zoom masterclasses, those are on Wednesday nights. They're a blast. We have a good time. Patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic will get you in there. I don't use any Chat GPT. I use Chat GPT for nothing. I'm not against it. I just don't need it yet. And I figure out when I need it, I'll use it. But I don't need it yet. So, yeah. Cheers. Thanks for the love. We'll see you guys soon. Everyone have a great week. Be blessed. Catch you soon.